In this week's edition of Arlington Sentinel News, we'll take a look at how UTA celebrates Women's History Month.
And we'll take a look at a musical group that helps heal people.
And about an exciting event here at UTA that focuses on plans for 2030.
Welcome to Arlington Sentinel News. I'm Trendy Patterson.
And I'm Sydney Porter. Thank you for joining us. March is Women's History Month, and UTA hosted several events to celebrate. Our reporter, Natalie Finley, has more on one of these events.
To celebrate Women's History Month, Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies held the Pop Culture Her event. It took place on the 21st from noon to 3 in the University Center and had many fun activities as well as speeches and presentations. Director of UTA's GWSS, Dr. Harp, said it was fabulous to host the event.
Because we got to bring out faculty, students, and staff across campus who have things to say and artistic expression and critical analysis of issues going on with women.
Some of the speakers included UTA's own first woman president, Jennifer Calley, staff from other varying degrees, along with performances done by Assistant Professor Lori Taylor, as well as UTA students. Sophia Johnson, a graduate student here at UTA, said she really enjoyed the performances and she hopes that anyone who attends the event remembers.
It's really important that we just recognize the diverse gender identities and those folks that contribute to our conception of pop culture as a whole.
If you might be interested in learning more about gender, women, and sexuality studies, you can check them out on the UTA website. And even if you miss the event, you can still celebrate women's history in your own way. Natalie Finley, ASN News.
Again, if you have any interest in gender, women, and sexuality studies, you can look them up on the UTA website. Welcome to the trivia part of the show, where we ask fun questions for the audience to answer.
For this week's question, we ask, how many people attended Six Flags Over Texas in its first season in 1961?
Is it 550,000, 326,000, 450,000, or 725,000 people? Stick around to find out. When we come back, we'll give the scoop on the UTA 2030 launch party.
And we'll take a quick look at a theater show, Bonnets. Don't look away, we'll be right back.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
UTA has many ways for preparing for 2030. How about a party? The UTA launch party was an event held on March 5th at Brazos Park. There were many fun activities, food, and people to engage with. Anyone could come in, win many fun prizes, and could engage with the event at no cost at all. Its main focus is on the future of UTA and what changes will be put in place moving forward. The plan is called UTA 2030, and it involves their community and student success. The goal is to make these changes help better the future for their community, students, and staff. To learn more information, you can go to the official UTA website at uta.edu.
So we are implementing this plan right away, and so we're starting with initiatives that impact current students. Take, for example, our focus on career readiness. We're retitling student positions, we're focusing on job descriptions and skill building for our student employees who work on campus, and we're working with our faculty on integrating micro-credentials into the classroom so that you're achieving specific near-term skills that are going to help you when you graduate and get that first job.
If you want to know more about the plan, you can visit the Office of President's website at uta.edu.
Starting April 10th, UTA Theater is putting on a show centered around rage and violence with a female twist. Faith Bean is here with the story.
UTA Theater's next performance is looking to make an impact. Bonnets is an absurdist show with an all-female cast. The story follows 3 girls in different time periods. As the play progresses, the separate eras begin to merge into one another. Female rage is a main theme throughout the show. Gwen Mowdy takes on the role of Webster, a mistreated maid from the 1800s. Gwen says her experience on stage portrays her unexpressed feelings of being a woman.
I think being acting in it is a really much needed opportunity to let out a lot of the rage and stuff that we feel every day and have for all of our lives.
Emily Dixon plays Claire, a 1700s ingenue. She craves romance, adventure, and friendship. Allison Marshall portrays Prudence, who lives in Salem during the infamous witch trials. Allison says her character must be cautious about what she says in her world.
Even the trees are listening to you, and so you're never fully safe, and obviously anything you say can be taken out of context, and it's also very easy to spread rumors about people.
Guest director Garrett Storms is the artistic director at Stage West Theater in Fort Worth. He says the theater allows artistic luxuries that other art forms don't.
There are flights of fancy that the theater affords, and we suspend our disbelief for those sort of heightened or poetic moments in a way that we don't in other mediums.
The play comes to a climactic finish after the 3 women commit separate acts of violence. The ensemble responds by singing and dancing to a punk rock song. Bonnets runs in the Black Box Theater April 10th through the 14th. Tickets are now available at utatickets.com. This has been Faith Bean, UTA News.
Coming up next, we'll reveal the mysterious answer to the trivia question.
Plus, an exciting brief look at the musical memory singers and the community calendar. Don't run away, we'll be right back.
COVID-19 has changed how we spend weekends with the girls. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to brunching instead of late-night munching. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Should I get it? Is it safe? Should I wait?
It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
A musical group here in Arlington is providing a musical lifeline for individuals facing memory-related challenges. Shanice Inge has more on the story.
Located in the Pantego Lions Club Community Center at 3535 Marathon Street in Pantego, Texas, sits a group called Musical Memory Singers. Since the birth of the group in 2017, Musical Memory Singers work to provide a lifeline and heal through music for individuals and their caregivers facing memory-related challenges like Alzheimer's and dementia. Meeting every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. for a socializing period where group members can meet and greet with others, connect, and share stories. Then, right after, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. is when the singing starts. Artistic Director Dr. Jolene Webster says,
The group also serves as a chance for them to connect with others who are experiencing the same types of, perhaps, journey that they're on, and the singing, the music, the social aspects help them connect not only to the music, but also to others who may be on a similar journey.
Dr. Webster handpicks songs that resonate with group members, usually sticking with time periods that individuals grew up in for a more impactful memory. Dr. Webster also says the neurons of the brain fire when we are relating past experiences, and particularly the musical experiences. Not only when we are listening to music, but engaged in music. Shawnee Singe, Arlington Sentinel News.
If you or a loved one suffer from memory-related challenges and would like to know more about Musical Memory Singers, you can visit their website at musicalmemorysingers.org, on their Facebook at Musical Memory Singers.
Now let's take a look at this week's community calendar with local events coming up this weekend. On March 28th, Bingo Night at the Caves Lounge at 7 p.m.
On March 29th, UTA softball versus Southern Utah at the Allen Sachs Field at 4 p.m. And on April 1st, Community Carnival on Ascension Boulevard from 12 to 3 p.m. Welcome back to the trivia, where we'll now reveal the answer to the question.
The question we asked was, how many people attended Six Flags Over Texas during its first season in 1961?
I'm gonna go with 326,000 because I feel like back then the population was pretty small.
Well, I feel like 450 because it's the closest amusement park in Texas, I feel like.
True,
So I feel
that
like people from around
like
the world.
Dallas probably came to it too.
Exactly. Well, let's get to it. I want to know the answer.
Let's see, is it 550,000, 326,000, 450,000, or 725,000?